This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build lasting friendships in a supportive community. This is where you'll feel empowered and inspired to develop lifelong skills for personal and professional achievement. At the Student Recreation Center, we are a community of over 25,000 Condors striving to soar in state-of-the-art facilities. We foster an environment where determination meets opportunity.
We're here to motivate, driving growth, and providing leadership on your journey to a healthier, happier you.
We're a diverse community, fueling our passion with each rep, each sweat drop, and each moment of personal growth.
We are constantly challenging ourselves, pushing our boundaries, and celebrating every personal achievement along the way.
We are the pulse of friendly competition in pursuit of victory and camaraderie through sports and friendship.
We are fierce competitors, where diversity strengthens our bond and enhancing our skills on and off the pitch.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are fueled by determination, teamwork,
and the thrill of victory on and off the field.
We
are Condors.
This is your opportunity to explore our dynamic programming and find the physical activities that ignite your passion. Visit the Student Recreation Center today to join the community of Condors striving to soar on campus.
Hello everybody, Andrew Slumkuski welcoming you to the Fountain Street Soccer Complex for the second meeting of the season between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Conestoga Condors. Conestoga won the first match between these two back on September 6th, 3-0, and we'll be looking for the season sweep. The sun has set, the lights are on, and we are set to get underway any minute now. Conestoga going to be in white, Fanshawe in black. Conestoga will be going left to right on your screen. Fanshawe the opposite, right to left. We are all set to go momentarily. This is going to be a great matchup between these two. Conestoga a season ago, 3-2-1. They really do a good job getting off to a great start on the season. Currently 1-1 so far after falling to Humber. That's a sort of a back-breaking defeat, but this team is back and hungry, and we are back underway. Last season, Conestoga had a very impressive home record of 4-1 as that pass intercepted. Nice header from Kohar. Returned the favor. There was Costa. That one out of bounds. Kohar set to throw it in. He'll be looking, he's going to try to find Romano. Get over his head, bouncing off the back of number 17. That's Cabral. Excuse me, Cabral. That one going to be sent deep into Conestoga territory for D'Souza. Joe Fizik now with it, and he sends a big strike heading towards the line. Nice header from Mateo Grant. Second-year player from Resurrection Catholic Secondary School. Had a very good rookie campaign, looking to build on that here as the Condors are hungry for a bigger success this season, building off of their playoffs last season. Looking for a pass up was McEwen. And he's got it. Now sending it on up. That's number 10, Ricardo Alvarado. Little give and go. Alvarado into the corner. Racing after it. Box out. And that one is going to be a goal kick. Dylan Da Silva, the third-year London native, in net. Both of these teams sporting a lot of homegrown talent. Conestoga has 14 players from KW, and from London there is currently 13 players from London. Quick little count there, as there's a lot of homegrown talent on both of these teams. See who can be a difference maker as we are in the early stages of this one under the lights on a beautiful September evening. Going to be our first corner kick of the match, and it will be awarded to the Fanshawe Falcons. Is that one up, tracking back, and it's over the head of everybody racing after it. It's looking like it's going to be Marco Lesic. He had a couple big games in last season, as that one going to be knocked away off a screaming Olea. You always hear the term practice like you play. In watching their pregame, these two teams really practicing hard. You saw a lot of quick plays developing as they got ready for this one. As we mentioned earlier, Conestoga won that game earlier in the season when these two opened up the regular season by a score of 3-0. McEwen picked up right where he left off as we recap that previous meeting between these two clubs. Picked up right where he left off last season, scoring the first goal of the year for the Condors in the 48th minute off the feed from Lesage. And then Martinez and Antolsik also found the back of the net later in that second half of action, with the Conestoga keeper Joe Fizzik being perfect in net, saving all 5 shots for his first shutout of the year. As a whistle sounds, stopping play momentarily. Good turnout here in the stands, here to cheer on the Condors men as they look to improve their record. That one up, tracking towards the net. Couple headers, and now Lesage coming away with it. He'll dump off to McEwen. And now it's McEwen. Looked like there might have been a handball. No dice. As that one off of McEwen and is going to actually hit off of Costa. And that will be a Conestoga ball after they throw it in. Good box out from Luca Romano. And he's going to have the whistle blown on him as he took down Olea. We are back underway off the free kick. Both of these teams fairly young, a lot of rookies on both the squads. We're going to see how that plays out here. That was sent and intercepted by Sab Kohar, team captain for another year with these Condors men. Really does a great job leading by example. The hustle he has is unmatched. Really can get up and down this field. Does a great job reading the intended passes to cause a lot of disruption. Romano trying to get a header on that one will be over him. And a nice fancy play from the Falcons, getting it over to Olea. We'll send the one up to Doria, pardon me. That one a header player knocked down. And I believe Lesage coming away with it. He might have been knocked down a little bit. And that one sent well up the field. Romano trying to get there. And I believe a little bit of collision between the keeper and Romano. Ball squirts free. And McEwen going to send that one out. Fast-paced game. Both teams trading some chances early on. Saw a good physical battle there, and Kohar comes away with it. Fancy little move around another defender. Getting it on over to Grant. Grant slowing it down, dropping it back to D'Souza. Conestoga, very strong defensive core in their backs with the likes of Grant, D'Souza, and Kohar. Add in Andres Florescu, who plays mid as well as defensive back. Big kick, trying to spring Mateo Grant. He's flying up. He will be knocked over by Da Silva. And he looks a little shaken up after that one. Off the throw in, he's a little slow to get back into play, but he looks to be no worse for wear as the ball might just find him right away. That one into the feet, and now I believe that was big strike, and that one going to just miss off the foot. Number 8, I believe that's going to be Martinez Garmello. Costa missing his intended target, that being Calvo. Calvo, the senior member of this team in his 4th year of eligibility at the midfield position, as he continues to try to lead this team. You see it a lot with Mateo Grant, another one of those players that plays back as well as mid. You're seeing it that he will move up and apply a little bit more pressure. He's on the far side of your screen right now as that pass going for Kohar, and he is going to be taken down. That is going to set up a corner kick for the Condors. As players begin to file into the box set for the kick, it's going to come from Mateo Grant, I believe. He was tasked with this a number of times last year, set to do so again this season. That one up, looking good, and just missing. Is that one going to be cleared? There's one load Falcon back, that's Doria. And keeping that one alive, I believe, was Sousa. That one sent up, trying to spring one of the Condors. It will go all the way to De Silva, who will then kick it away. Carlos Cabral bringing it up for the Falcons. Slowing the tempo down after a very quick 10 minutes have come and gone. We still remain deadlocked, 0-0. That one intercepted. Now here come the Condors, trying to get it over. That one intercepted by Fanshawe. Now on the counter attack. Here they come. Moving on up, trying to close the gap. That is going to be Florescu, and sent well out of play. And the cross attempt. Going to be another corner kick here for the Falcons, as that one up and away, and a nice header from Andres Florescu will negate the pressure. Falcons not done yet, and that one taken in by Joe Fizik. He'll roll that one out to D'Souza, who gives it right on back. Little give and go between those two teammates. It's Conestoga now setting up and looking to move up. We've really seen it early on with the Condors, and both these teams for matter. It's not a lot of east-west. You're seeing them really push hard north as they continue to try to put the other team back on their heels. Florescu didn't like what he saw up the middle, is going to head over to his defensive partner. Now up the middle for Romano, as Olea put that one away. Conestoga right back on the attack, getting it on over to Kohar. Couple little one touches, and now it's Kohar with it. Right back into the middle, now to Romano. The triangle of Romano, Martinez, Jarmilo, as well as Kohar. And that ball taken in by Romano. Trying to get it over to Grant. He fires! And a diving save, and that one cleared. As Lesic knocking on the door, De Silva shut it. Ball still alive. Kohar coming in. And it's going to be a goal kick as Conestoga gets the first high danger opportunity of the match. Really a very controlled attack, and then you just saw that almost like the smell of the blood in the water, and Conestoga really upped the intensity, almost had that goal, but De Silva stood strong. Conestoga is coming off a trip to the quarterfinals last season and are very hungry to build off that again here this season. This team has a lot of playoff experience as they won the championship back in 2022-24. So they are going to be looking to get back to that Final Four. It was a point that Coach Mackey brought up in my pregame talk with him. This team is hungry to win now. A lot of young, new blood to this team. They're looking to get right back into that Final Four. And that really brought up the point we were talking about chemistry, and this is a very good group. They have a lot of commitment. They've created a great environment for each other. They want to win now, and there's a lot of second-year and first-year players on this team, but they are really gelling well early on in the season. Conestoga set to throw it in as time continued to tick away in this first half of action. That one going to be sent on over to Antolsik. Evan Antolsik getting on over to Lesic. Quick passing, and that one flag up offside for the Condors as they were trying to go pretty quick. We are back underway here in the first half of action between these two teams. Fanshawe currently on the year 0-2-1. They have fallen to Conestoga and Humber 3-0 and tied Mohawk 1-1. Daniel Allison has the lone goal for the Falcons this season, however, only playing in one game so far for the club. He is inactive tonight as well. So there might be a little bit of moisture on the field as you saw a player lose his footing there momentarily. Trying to find McEwen. That one off the foot. Now McEwen racing on it, but recovering the play and sending it. Was it on the back? Kohar header and then followed up by Antolsik. Olea battling with Antolsik. Kohar tries to keep it alive, but it will head out. It's a nice defensive play from Eduardo Costa on the Falcons side. No call on the play. Conestoga moving up, trying to find McEwen. He's got some space. He's got it, trying to get in. And that's going to be a corner kick off of the Falcons. Last season, Fanshawe, very good numbers. 7-3 a year ago. Very good on the road. It's such an advantage when you can come into enemy territory and just really silence the crowd and walk away with the win. Looking to replicate that again this season. Going to be the corner kick for Grant. And that one away, looking good, and will be punched away by De Silva. And a good strike from Evan Antolsik, just missing high. Conestoga, a couple good chances off the corners. Score remains 0-0. You see, Conestoga didn't get the result they wanted against Humber, that 1-0 loss. This team has really moved on. It's that short-term memory that you have to have as an athlete. They've put that game right out of their mind and are immediately right back on the hunt, focusing on this game, taking it one game at a time is what Coach Mackey told me. Being able to recognize the bigger picture is always key, but like he is trying to foster here is that one game at a time mentality. Focus on the game at hand and how you can win that one. That one's sent to the near sideline for Kohar, and he is going to be closely watched by Doria. Bit of a miscue. Florescu trying to get there, and he's going to get it on back to Joe Fizik. A little bit of pressure here for the Falcons, and DaCosta coming away, or D'Souza, excuse me, coming away. Hard ball on the ground, and now finding Gregor McEwen. McEwen in! He shoots! Just missing the post. As another good look for the Condors, Gregor McEwen came within about 6 inches of breaking the deadlock. Pressure coming from Antolsik, Conestoga, and that one intercepted now by Kohar. Quick touches, Kohar racing up from his defensive back position, and coming to play that one was Cabral.
Can they hear us on the camera? Oh, we can't. Okay, no, there actually is no room.
Big kick for the Falcons, and a good header coming there from Florescu. Didn't like what he saw, curls back and dropping it back to D'Souza. Several players for the Falcons had 3 goals, including Jimenez, Miladrag, Doria. As a shot, bouncer, that one in and out of the hands. A little bit of trouble from De Silva on the attack from Romano. 4 players for the Falcons had 3 goals. You're seeing a lot of goals scored by them. They had a bit of a cool October after they came flying out of the gates. Only 5 goals on 53 shots. Just something to keep an eye on as the season progresses, see if history repeats itself. It is worth noting when this offense gets going for the Falcons, they are very hard to stop, as they had a number of multi-goal games, 6 a season ago. So you're going to have to keep an eye on them, and you're going to try to keep them limited if they were to strike to about 1 goal per game if you can. Conestoga trying to box out, and that one going to be sent out, and it is going to be Conestoga ball. Mono with a header, sending it on back to Lesic. The 2 14s, Clyde, as Zach Taylor and Lesic get in a battle, and it's going to be Fanshawe coming away with it. Into the 22nd minute. That one going to get over the head of Grant. Here he comes racing back for a defensive play. Conestoga, great defensive play as they were able to come back and disrupt the passing lane. And D'Souza walking the line will keep it alive. Giving it on back to Grant. You saw that burst speed right there. Amazing effort from Mateo Grant. Had a great rookie campaign, as we mentioned earlier, as that one punched away from McEwen. Backing away, Lesic had to reach for that one, but he will gather. And Romano just out of his reach. And here come the Falcons. A little bit of room to work. Conestoga trying to close the gap. And that one will be kept alive, racing into the corner. I believe that's going to be number 10. That's Doria. He's one of those players that had those goals earlier on. Kohar right on him, and that one squirts free. And it's going all the way to Romano. He's getting some pressure. He's able to dump off to Lesic. Now the field opening up a little bit. Mateo Grant coming back. Conestoga now going to the other side of the field, seeing if they can have better luck here. It's McEwen, and he's going to find his target. That one crossed, and just missing the cross coming there from Evan Antolsik, who jumped up in the play. Grant set for the corner, another one for the Condors. They have been very dangerous on the first few they've had. That one up, going a little bit wide. Off the header, and that one going to miss on the left side. I believe Romano got the header on that one. Two shots on goal for De Silva, one for Jofizic. As we continue on about midway through this first half of play between the Falcons and the Condors in this Battle of the Birds. Coming up to play it. No, and Fanshawe going to keep possession. Now it's over to Grant, who's sending it all the way back to his keeper. Slowing the tempo down is Jofizic. And now the big boot sent up. And a joust for it, and Fanshawe going to come away. Nice defensive play. Player falls down, and here come the Condors. They've got McEwen, and they're going to send him. That one a little bit behind McEwen. He's got it. And that one punched away. McEwen trying to get back on it. And a slide tackle, and that one going to be sent away. Oleo with a nice play to keep the Condors at bay momentarily. Play back underway as the ball is back in. Racing after it there is going to be Doria. Doria and Kohar on the near side. That one crossed. There's a big strike, and that one in. As that ball bounced free a couple of times, and it is going to be put away by Calvo. Fanshawe going to strike first in the match.
Falcons goal scored in the 26th minute by number 11, Oscar Calvo.
Oscar Calvo, we mentioned that senior presence gets the goal, gets the Falcons up by one in the 26th minute. See how the Condors respond. Keys of the game for the Fanshawe Falcons, coached by Rob Perea. It's just been that 90-minute performance, having a full game effort, giving all you've got for the entire game. That's been the main focus, and that is their key for tonight against the Condors, who continue to play a very physical brand of soccer. A good disruptive play taken in there. I believe that's number 13, Dan Morgan, as he broke up the pass. Florescu with it. He's got McEwen on the wing. He's going to opt for Romano on the far side of the field, trying to get it over to Mateo Grant. And that one going to be offside. Still put the pressure. That one just out of the reach of Romano. Hop ball sent to Doria. Going on over now to Doria. He's going to try to run it down. That one's still in. As Doria and Kohar are in, and they will go down. Whistle sounds, and I believe it is going to be a corner kick. As Doria and Kohar battled hard heading towards the Conestoga goal line. That was going to be a free kick, pardon me, as the Falcons look to extend their lead. Two-man wall for the Condors. kick is up and away, and that one going to be headed over top of the net. Be a goal kick for Jofisic. '29th minute here, Conestoga trailing by 1. Have had the advantage in terms of better attacks, but the scoreboard still reads 1-0 as that one's sent on back, getting it over to Lesich. He's pressure coming from his back, and it will reach, trying to disrupt the play. That one sent over to Romano. Romano with it, trying to find McEwen, and falling on that one is De Silva as it was deflected on its way to the net. That one hit on the seam. That one going to hit Kohar in the chest as that play is now stopped. And a look and a little bit of a broken play, and Tulsic able to gather, getting on over to D'Souza, who now drops it back to his keeper. Kohar well up now as he moves into more of an attack position. And also Grant looking for it. And D'Souza going to give it on over there to Martinez Dramello. It's got Kohar. Kohar has some space to Lesich, who's now trying to get it to McEwen. McEwen looking for the cross. And that one is going to be blocked. Another corner kick coming for the Condors as they look for the equalizer. That one hitting off the head, and now there will be a corner kick from the other side. And going to be tasked with that is going to be Sebastian Martinez Dramello. Martinez Dramello set that one, hooking, and it's up and in! Conestoga strikes right back. All even one apiece off the corner kick. That one going to be headed in. We'll see who gets credit for it, as there were a number of Condors there.
That's a Condors goal in the 32nd minute.
32nd minute goal.
Andreas Florescu.
Florescu coming up and getting the tally in his 3rd year with the club, and he has us all even. It was really only a matter of time before Conestoga was able to capitalize on one of those corners. All 4 of them have been very dangerous in this game, as they were finally able to find the back of the net, evening us back up. That one just missing the extended foot of Romano, and it will be into the feet of Fanshawe. Conestoga really upping the pressure. That one, I believe, going to hit off of Tulsic, but it will stay with Fanshawe. Conestoga really applying the pressure, forcing them to try to make passes, as that one going to get in, and Grant punches it free. Looked like it might have hit off the Falcons, and nonetheless, the officials are going to say it will remain with Fanshawe. Mentioned earlier on, as you saw him in on that play, Mateo Grant, strong rookie campaign with the team. Continue to play with such tenacity, very hard on the ball, the way he works his way up the field. last year had 3 goals, 2 assists with a 750 shooting percentage. With another year under his belt, you can expect more steps from the young back. That one's just a little bit too far for Alvarado. Romano giving chase, trying to win it back, is going to head into the bench of the Falcons. It'll be a throw-in. That one moves up slightly. Another throw-in pending for the Falcons. Now taking it now, the Condors coming back with it. Going up that far sideline and with some space, here they come. Burst of speed trying to get around one, and that one is going to be cleared and it'll be sent out of bounds. Conestoga to throw it in off another quick attack in transition. Little fake shot now, getting that one on back to Martinez Jarmilo. Looks like Lesic on that one, he's got it. Couple nice juggling balls there, and that one going to squirt free, racing after it, and it's going to be Fanshawe coming away with it. Giving chase there is Martinez Jarmilo. And now it is going to Florescu. He's getting a lot of pressure from number 22. That's Bunsevich. Another pressure from Bunsevich. That one moving up, and it's going to head out of bounds for a goal kick. That one going to be sent up to Costa. Going to be closely watched by McEwen. That one punch free. Romano has pressure on his back. He's got it. Fancy little dribbles. Still with it for the Condors. And Kohar going to alleviate the pressure by giving it back to Joe Fizik. That was sent towards the middle of the field, taken in, and trying to send Kohar. Tries to stay outside, and that one just a little bit too far over his head. Off the pass attempt from D'Souza. A big kick, Florescu back for it. As that one off his head now to D'Souza. He tries to keep it alive, but it will bounce out of bounds. Throw in now for Eduardo Costa. He's looking for Bunsevich. That one going to Kohar just out of his reach, and it'll be another throw in for Fanshawe. McEwen looks like he might have lost a little bit of his footing. That one put through a couple of Conestoga defenders. Now closely watching it there is Martinez Jarmilo. Getting into the late stages of the first half. 1-1 our score. going to be a corner kick for the Falcons. That ball up and away. And it'll be cleared for the Condors. As that one up, McEwen has some space to run. He's going to be pressured hard on his back. And that one sent on up to Alvarado. Alvarado gathers. CC's got McEwen. That one disrupted. Alvarado quickly trying to get back on it, and he will. Walking the goal line, and that one going to be punched free from his feet and out of bounds. Another corner kick coming for the Condors is going to be their 6th of the match as we get set to resume momentarily as the players file into the box. As that one going to head out of bounds. Player down for the Falcons. And the referee signals for the training staff to come on. We will step away momentarily while they get tended to.
Time's up. Hey, tell them. Everyone. Everyone, yeah. It's time to go.
Training staff off the field now, and it's looking like he will stay in the game. Still trying to get a number. That was
Sorry, guys.
Jacob Savage.
Okay.
Oh, Conestoga.
Savage going to be able to walk off under his own power, but is going to head off to the sidelines. Setting up for the goal kick. Few minutes left in this one, plus the extra time. So we'll wait to see how much that will be. That one up and away. Koar coming in. He's able to get it and racing after it. That one taken in by Antolsik. That one just going to squeak over the line. Has been Savage coming back into the game. Looking down the line, that one up. It's going to fall in between a couple of players. And here come the Falcons. Good play by Kohar. Captain Saab Kohar, you can't say enough good things about the way he plays. Just plays it very well, gets his chances, and will capitalize often on them. But it's his off-ball play is what I really want to focus on here for a minute. He just gets lost in the crowd. You can see him moving around a number of different ways, and then he sets up and is able to find and receive the pass and then have a good scoring chance. You're also seeing it a lot on the defensive side of the ball that he has. Just continuing to do a good job of reading the offense, able to disrupt a number of plays. Conestoga back on the attack. It's going to be off a couple of different players. And that one heading out of bounds. I believe it's going to be also whistled for offside as the flag was up. Ball's back in as we are into the 44th minute of action. The ball will quickly head out of bounds now. As Conestoga set to throw in. Action back underway. That one taken in by D'Souza. Getting it on over to Kohar on the near sidelines. See if either of these teams can get a late tally. So instead of trying to spring Alvarado, but it will not be able to find him and be cleared by De Silva. So rescue coming up, and it looks like there might have been a little bit of head contact and a whistle going to be sound.
And after we'll call you guys over.
Going to be setting up a free kick here for the Falcons. So that one up and away, tracking in. Coming out and challenging there was Joe Fizik. Immediately takes that one in and will boot it away. Lesic heads that one and punched away. And here come the Falcons late in the first half. And that one a little bit behind its intended target. Conestoga back with it. Florescu getting it over, and then a little bit of a miscue. Buncevic now has it. And Kohar will disrupt that play, sending it towards McEwen. Gregor McEwen gives it on over to Romano. And McEwen coming in as well as Antolsik. And that one going to be cleared away.
Our officials have indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes added time.
2 minutes added time as indicated by our PA announcer. Seeing if one of these teams can get something, but offside is the call. And that will negate the Conestoga attack. Now here come the Falcons as they have a little give and go. Nice slide tackle by Mateo Grant. Falcons still with it, however. Now that play disrupted. And a beautiful defensive effort from the likes of Grant and I believe Martinez Dramello. Now Romano applying some pressure. Olea with it. He will dump off. And sending it a little bit far back for a quick reset. Now Martinez Dramello still has it. Getting it on over to Kohar. He will wait for it now with it. There's a little slip from Calvo. That one sent up. Here comes Kohar as he tries to get there. And that one is going to head out of bounds for a throw-in. That one sent up. Taken in now. Maybe a chance here for the Condors. Getting it on over to Lesic. He has that one broken away from Olea. Olea closely watched by Marco Lesic. He loses his footing. And Lesic closely not letting him have anything. And now Kohar coming to support as that one booted up into the sky. And it'll be taken in by D'Souza. Lost the footing on that one. Set to throw it in now is Doria. Looking like it's getting a little slippery out on the field. As that one sent cross court and the whistle sounds, that will do it for the first half of action. At halftime, 1-1 our score off the goals from Calvo and Florescu. We had to halftime, as we said, 1-1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will have the second half of this OCAA action for you in a few minutes. Back underway for the second half of action between the Conestoga Condors and the visiting Fanshawe Falcons. 1-1 our score if you didn't catch that first half of action, but you are in for a treat for the second half as these two teams do battle here at the Fountain Street Soccer Complex. Is that one taken in up and turned over? Now Fanshawe mounting an attack. Is that one going to be hit hard off of? That is going to be Martinez Jarmillo. Running, nice play from Alvarado and cleared deep into Falcons territory by Grant. That one hit on the ground hard and will be tracked down by Anthony D'Souza. That one going to head out of bounds. Quick throw in for the Falcons. And will be headed, kept alive now up the line. And a nice play from McEwen. And here come the Condors. Splitting the defense and trying to get some space was Antolsik. He's got it over to Romano. Luca Romano having a look. And we'll now leave it on there. And here comes the cross. Antolsik. And that one is going to head towards the sidelines and scooped up and now racing up. Head the Fanshawe Falcons. And that's number 13, Dan Morgan. Lesic has it back. He will punch it sort of free, but now it's going to be taken in by the Falcons. Back and forth, a little bit of a choppy start to the second half. Both teams getting a feel for each other and having a couple of passes go a little bit too far past its intended target. Joe Fizik going to come up with it. As Grant turns back and will take that one on the near sidelines, giving it over to Florescu. A lot of good defensive movement for the Condors here in this game as they continue to do a good job. As that one looks like it might have been offside. No call on that play as a couple players got tangled up. Keys to the game for the Condors in this second half of action is just continuing to do what they do, is start games off well. They've done it all season long, play at that high intensity. They went down 0-1, but you didn't see them sag at all. There's still a lot of air in that bench, and they were able to get the equalizer later on in that first half. Nice play from Alvarado. And just being able to stay strong on defense. You've seen a couple of plays in this game through the likes of Florescu and Grant, as they were able to get there and disrupt the passing and fight right back into the play. Quick throw in will find Morgan. He's going to be closely watched by Alvarado. And Kohar tries to punch that one free, and it will head out of bounds. And it will be a throw in for the Condors, as that was last touched by a Falcon. And now coming attack, a slide tackle, and that player goes down, and he's going to be hurt, and that one out. And it will be out of bounds as there is a Falcon down behind the play. Might have got spiked, not too sure. Believe it might be Olea. And a yellow card going to be assessed to Saab Kohar, I believe.
Yellow card assessed in the 50th. Condors number 3, Saab Kohar.
With the first yellow card assessed to either side here in the 50th minute. As that one sent on through to Alvarado. Carlo Alvarado, as he looks to be in a little bit of pain, might have got stepped on as he is favoring that right foot. That pass going to get through, and Joe Fizik coming to play it. He will pick it up and now throw it on out, coming to Romano as there's a bit of pressure coming, And Singh was able to jump that one. That one going to head into the Condors bench. And it'll be a throw in now for the Falcons. And there it is. Kohar pressuring. As that one going to squirt free, but it will remain with the Falcons. Kohar trying to box out his man. And going to drop that one all the way back to his keeper, who gives it a hefty boot. And is going to be played nicely in the air by Singh. And now Alvarado has it. He's going to give on over to Lesic. Trying to find screen and coming up and challenging it and booting that one away. Heading towards the stands, but it will be played by Morgan, putting it through the legs of Lesic. And has that one knocked away. Grant with it, having it knocked away as well. And Alvarado will gather and reset for the Condors. That one off the head in the air. A couple players going for a nice play there from Martinez Jarmeo. As it looks like number 19 Oleo hit the ground. He's right back up. And racing after is McEwen. That one going to head out of bounds. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Condors. Already converting on one of these as Florescu got the mark. Seeing if they can score again. Had a number of them in this game. All of them very lethal. This is going to be their 7th. That ball up, looking good. And that one is going to be punched free. It looks like a couple players on the ground, and I believe it's going to be another corner kick. Yes, on the other side of the field now, Conestoga going to have another corner as Martinez Jarmeo going to do it. Kick is up and away, tracking good. And that one is going to be knocked free, and a nice save from Da Silva. And we will reset and do it again with Grant kicking it this time as we switch sides again. Conestoga really racking up the corner kicks now here in the 54th minute. And the whistle stops play momentarily as the referee saw something he didn't like. And he will go have an explanation with a couple of the players. A little bit of movement around as you see McHugh moving up. There's the kick from Grant. That one looking good. He punch free and sent on out. And that will be cleared out of danger as Alvarado gives chase and will track down the loose ball. And it looks like the goalie down behind the play. That's going to be Dylan Da Silva down. And that will signal for the athletic therapist to come on to the field and tend to the Fanshawe keeper. We will step aside. Looked like Da Silva was favoring his head a little bit, was checked out by the team's athletic staff, and it looks like he's good to go. And he will remain in this game. It is going to be Conestoga ball. And we are back underway. Temperature continuing to drop here on the September evening. Also, you're seeing the condensation really pick up on the turf, seeing how much of a factor that plays in this one. A nice little touch from McEwen, sends that one deep, but it's going to be cleared towards midfield. And a nice box up from Antolsik. Now to Antolsik, right around midfield, getting it over to Romano. Antolsik coming to play it. And now it's Lesic getting it on back to Romano. Conestoga passing the ball very well, trying to get some space. They've got Grant on the near sideline. See if he can get him. And Florescu going for him now. That will be a whistle stopping play. And it will be Fanshawe ball. Kohar there for that one, getting it right onto the feet of Romano. He had a little bit of pressure, and Grant having a look as that one curls, getting it on over now to Kohar. Conestoga with the ball, and that one going to be punched free. Here come the Falcons. Conestoga had numbers on defense, and Fanshawe frantically trying to get up there to match the numbers, getting that one on up to Singh. Singh will chip that one around the defense, and a nice play from Florescu reaching, and will break up that play. Conestoga back with the ball as they set up field. Romano has it on a nice header. I believe that is going to be Martinez Jarmillo. And hitting the ground pretty hard was Alvarado. Look, there's a lone man defending this free kick for Martinez Jarmillo. And it is up. And we'll find Romano with a big strike. That one just missing wide. On another good look for the Condors. Looks like a sub going to be coming into the game for the Condors as Ricardo Alvarado will head off.
Coming to the game for the Condors in the 59th minute, entering the game, number 25, Elliot Dell comes on for number 10, Ricardo Alvarado.
And coming into the game for the Condors is going to be Elliot Dell. That's the first sub for the Condors here in the 59th minute of play. Now I'm going to find its way all the way back to the Condors keeper, Joe Fizik, who will stop it and then pick it up. Quick rollout now to Florescu. Conestoga back on the attack. They got Grant on the near side, going to opt to get it over to Martinez Jarmillo. And that one will be a little bit out of the reach of Antolsik, getting into De Silva's hands. This pass, and now McEwen has it as he looks for some support, and that one punched free, and it will stay with the Condors. Some nice footwork there from Lesic. Conestoga had the ball momentarily, and that one's going to be cleared not far enough as that one taken in now by Martinez Jarmillo. Going cross court off the chest and a strike. And a big save, I believe, off the post or off of De Silva. And another good look for the Condors as they look to break this tie. And it will have hit off to Silva as I was going to set up another corner kick for the Condors. The kick is up. And that one hitting off of Romano. And out of play will be a goal kick now for the Falcons. Here back on the way, Conestoga right back on the attack. Gonna get that one over to Martinez Darmillo. As in the second half early on, Conestoga with more dangerous opportunities. Yet to find the back of the net, however, as they continue to push, trying to break the tie. We are back underway. Singh coming up with it as he pushes that one free. It's going to be offside. As you can see right there, Morgan got a little bit too far behind that final defender. Offside going to be called as that one is going to head out of bounds.
Offside.
It will not be the Falcons throwing. Instead, the Condors have to throw it in. And Mateo Grant will handle that and giving it back to Florescu. Couple nice little give and goes as a couple players collide. That being Romano, and now Lesic gets it on up to McEwen. And another couple players collide, McEwen and Morgan on that one. Just the physicality upping a little bit. That pass going to miss his intended target into the safety of Joe Physic's care. And he will send that one on up. A big strike off the head. Coming to play it is De Silva. And that one going to bounce out of play. Be a throw in for the Condors. You're really seeing De Silva challenge a number of these contested balls. By forcing players to go get it, he's really not sitting back in his net, rather being aggressive, forcing the Condors to try to either get there first or have to make their chances a little bit harder. As there was a player down momentarily for the Condors, he's back up, but now Fanshawe back on the attack. They have numbers. And here comes Joe Physic. And on the other end, the Condors keeper very aggressive, disrupting the play. It's going to be a corner kick now for the Falcons. That kick is up. And the header just missing the crossbar. As that was a good look for the Falcons to try to take the lead. Jacob Bansitz was the leading scorer for the Falcons squad a year ago. Totaled 6 goals as the Condors back on the attack. Grant gets around one, but it is going to be taken by the Falcons and sent out of play. Circling back to Vansvit. He had 14 points as well in 10 matches. That hat trick back on September 25th against Mohawk. What a game for him. He was all over the field and converted on a number of key chances. I believe he was injured momentarily earlier in this game, but he was back into the game right after that. A true competitor for the Fanshawe Falcons. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Condors. Martinez Jarmillo set to do so. Conestoga scored that equalizing goal on a corner. See if they can do so again. That one going to be cleared. Coming forward is Antolsik. And he is going to be hit hard at a whistle sounds. Three-man wall forming for the Falcons on this free kick. Conestoga spending a lot of time in the offensive zone. You love to see that if you're Coach Mackey, just being able to continue to press this Falcons defense and trying to find a way in. That one up off the head of Romano and out of play. Substitution looks like it's going to be coming in for Fanshawe.
Coming to the game for the Falcons, 67th minute, entering the game, number 48, Ethan Braley comes in from the team, Dan Williams.
We're back underway after that substitution. We are set to resume here in the 68th minute as Nathan Browlett into the game now. There's some pressure felt from the Condors, giving it right back to the keeper. He will send that one away. Nice header, trying to find, and it will. I believe that's Kohar putting it on, shipping it around, up and in! Conestoga goal! Very nice header, the chip around, diving to Silva, and that's going to be a goal for Evan Antolsik. As Conestoga grabs the lead in the 68th minute. Talked about it earlier, the playmaking ability of Sab Kohar is next level, as he was able to head that one over and get it right onto the feet of Antolsik. He made no mistake. As you saw, we talked about it earlier, De Silva really been challenging these Conestoga strikers as he's coming well out of his net. And on that time, Antolsik was ready, was able to chip it over him into the back of the net. Conestoga with the lead. Fanshawe right back on the attack. Grant closely watching his attacker. That's Calvo. He already has one. That one punched away. Kept alive. That one deep into Conestoga territory. Racing after it, but it's going to head out of bounds. Goal kick for the Condors. A big kick for the Condors. Is that one going to be taken in nicely on a nice touch on the far side of the field, getting it on over to Antolsik, going cross court. That one going to be hit off the head, but now Martinez Jarmillo has it, who will give it over to Grant, sending it up the line to McEwen. McEwen, fancy footwork, gets around one Falcon, now gets it on over to, coming into play, it is Kohar, gets it on over to Martinez Jarmillo, as that one will be cleared momentarily. Conestoga still back with it. Nice play from Grant. Really liking Conestoga's pressure here. Spending so much time in there, really tiring out their opponent. Romano with it. And that one going on over to McEwen, who plays it off his chest. And he looks to be in a little bit of discomfort. Play continuing on. And Florescu coming in and will take the play. And a slide tackle. Florescu still with it, trying to get it on over. And that one is going to be offside. Oh, and also clanging off the post, nonetheless negated from the offside. And now there is a Falcon down on the field. And the training staff will come back on as he will be tended to. We will step aside momentarily. All set to resume as the injured player is going to head off. Believe that is going to be Costa. Jost for that ball as Fanshawe back into Conestoga territory. Here comes Antolsik trying to disrupt the play. Fanshawe still with it, and Antolsik will get the play, and it will kick out of bounds. Another nice defensive play from Evan Antolsik, who had that current go-ahead goal. Send that one back to the back, and now a quick little reset as that one going to be taken in for the Falcons by number 10, Doria. Conestoga gets it right back. We got McEwen as he heads upfield with some pace. So Conestoga continuing to do a good job taking care of the ball. As that one going to be sent across field to Grant. He's got a little bit of space to run as he looks forward and now is in a battle. His defender loses his footing. That is Singh he is battling with. And it will head out of bounds, setting up a corner kick.
Comes in on those sides for the Condors, entering number 7, Bawa.
Bawa coming into the game for the Condors, and it looks like a couple of subs coming in for Fanshawe, as that is going to send, I believe, McEwen coming off. Evan Bawa from New Delhi, India, in his first year with the team, put into a big spot with a 1-goal lead. Conestoga threatening to add to it. And here we go. That kick is up. And a battle for it as that one is going to head out, and Antolsik quickly racing on it. And it will remain with the Condors as a couple players converge on that one. Going to be punched out of bounds by the Falcons. Joe Physic now has it as he looks. He's got fresh into the game. That's Bawa over here, closest sideline to us. Nonetheless, Fanshawe back with it as that ball heading towards Florescu off his head, but it's going to go backwards. But that one going to be taken in by D'Souza, who clears it towards midfield. That one going to be punch free, and it will be off of the Condors, and it will be Fanshawe ball. In talking with Coach Rob Perea about who would be a difference maker in this game, he did not say one player. It came down to a full team effort, everybody playing their roles, everybody doing their jobs, and everybody just contributing. It cannot just be one person doing this. It's got to be a full 11-man effort. Be a goal kick here for the Falcons. And De Silva just going to nudge that one forward. That one intercepted. Here come the Condors. That one up for Bawa. No. And that is going to be another goal kick for the Condors as they lead the Falcons in that category 11-4. Johnson, Darling, and Wazak into the game for the Falcons. Those were the 3 substitutions made for the Falcons earlier on. So we got those names in. And that ball up looking good. And it is going to be a corner, I believe, for the Condors again. And yes, Mateo Grant going to kick it. It's a little bit of confusion of who that last touched, but it will remain with the Condors. And a different approach on this one. That one going to be blocked, racing after it, but it will head into the Condors bench as there was not that kick towards the net. Rather, you see one of the backs coming in. Mateo Grant feeds it to him, and the idea there is to try to put a big kick on it and see if you can create some traffic that way. And Tulsa plays it off his chest, and he still keeps it alive as he tries to cross that one for Bawa, and it will stay in bounds actually. And another corner now for the Condors, I believe. And yes, there will be another corner for the Condors as they continue to rack them up in this match. See which method they go with as Antolsik right around the Condors logo at midfield, see if he comes flying in like he just did, or if they'll go with more of a traditional corner kick. That one up, looking good, off the crossbar, I believe, as De Silva tried to get a piece of it. That one going to be punch free, be a throw in now for the Condors. And another dangerous looking attack for the Condors off the corner. That ball sent well back to midfield. The lone man back for the Falcons. And he's still got it. Racing back is Antolsik. I believe it's going to be a goal kick now for Joe Fizik. That one going to head into no man's land. Conestoga back with it. And a foul going to be called. And there's going to be a conversation between one of the Falcons players and our official. So he might have been a little bit upset with the non-call earlier on in the play. A big kick from Joe Physic. A nice touch from the Falcons as they come back on the attack. That one going to head out of bounds, Fanshawe ball. In the 81st minute of this one, goals currently scored by Florescu and Antolsek for the Condors, Calvo for the Falcons as Conestoga looking for an attack. And that one going to be broken up, but Conestoga still with it for Romano. And that one sent on up. Grant will play it off his chest, off ahead, and now in will be taken in there by Browlett. He tries to send that one up, racing after it. Still alive, now punched free. And Grant coming with a nice calm play from D'Souza as Grant will kick that one away. A little bit of pressure coming from his back end. That pressure was applied by Darius Darling. Conestoga back with it, and that one going to be scooped up by Da Silva, stopping the attack. Big throw on the way to Darling, who will look up the sidelines. No, that one's going to be broken up. Lesic coming back with it, and he'll go with more of a reverse kick, and he gets that one over to Antolsek. Conestoga really using the whole field exceptionally well, seeing a number of attacks from both sides, and just being able to spread out the Falcons pretty thin as that pass will reach. And Conestoga trying to limit the pressure. That's shot up and will head out.
Coming for the Falcons in the 83rd minute, entering number 22, Jacob Buncevic. Coming out.
Bancevic coming into the game again. Not sure who is checking out. Going to be a goal kick there for Jaffizik. And now Mateo Grant on the near sideline. Sends it right up for Bawa. And that one is going to just sneak over the line fully. Will be out of bounds. Throw in pending for the Falcons. Going up the header. Antolsek gathers the ball. He's got a man open and he will find him. That one taken in. Looking for a big strike. That one up. And he might have had an open man for Bawa, who was racing towards the net. Took it himself, that one heading to the corner. Another good, dangerous chance for the Condors. Another conversion on that shot. Conestoga 7 shots on goal. Have the 2 goals. We'd love to see a third, give them a little bit more breathing room late in the match. That one going to find Kohar. Kohar gives it back over to Grant. Little give and go as he puts that one up. On a big diving save! Beautifully done from Da Silva. And I believe another Falcon is down as a number of players converged. Can't make out the number, but he's right down on the goal line. He will get up under his own power and try to walk that off. I believe there might have been a collision. And a nice save, nonetheless, from Da Silva on what was almost a sure goal that close to the net. Heading up to gut. That one going to be intercepted there by Martinez Jarmillo. Pressure coming on the backside and sensing it, giving it on over to Grant, who's got a little bit of space to work. Bancevic closing the gap. Nice play from Grant. And offside going to be the call, I believe. That will stop playing momentarily as we are deep into the second half of this one. Conestoga with a 1-goal lead. Fanshawe looking for the equalizer. And a big clear as that one sails out of bounds. Good clear from Florescu, leaving no doubt in that one. Ball immediately back in as Fanshawe trying to up the pressure. That one going to head out of bounds though. Fanshawe will lose possession as Conestoga coming back with a couple subs coming in for the Condors. Jonathan Reese and Luka Jurosevic coming into the game for the Condors. That one heading out of bounds. We'll reset and do it again. Probably be a couple minutes of extra time added to this one as we approach the 90th minute. Big strike. And nothing we have is Joe Physic racing after it. And the physical play picking up a little bit as that one heads out of bounds. It will be Condors' ball.
From the 87th for the Falcons entering is number 11, Oscar Calvo.
Oscar Calvo coming back into the game here in the 87th minute. Putting off the head of a couple different players and back in Fanshawe possession, excuse me. Grant will just chip that one forward and now sending it up. And a nice reach from Florescu. Grant trying to keep it alive up the line, and he will. And that one goes back to De Silva, who will play it up to one of his wing backs. A long stretch pass, and that one going to be punched free as De Sousa still with it, and will send that one into the corner. And it will be a corner kick now for Fanshawe. We're back underway here. As that one up, and Florescu gets a head on it. That's a loose ball. And Bawa going to come up and move it up forward. He can really fly, racing up, trying to get there. That one going to be sent back into Conestoga territory. And Co are going to clear it. Will head out of bounds. Florescu going to head off with the trainer, not too sure what happened behind the play. Looks like there might be a cramp or something. It looks to be favoring his left leg. Unless he will sub off.
Coming for the Condors in the 89th minute, entering the game, number 5.
Diaz coming into the game for the first time as he will alleviate. Florescu has been stellar defensively for the Condors here tonight. Is that one going to De Silva as we approach the 90th minute? That one sent on up, taken in, and good pressure from Lesic. And getting it back, and Tulsa getting on out to Bawa. Bawa hitting a foot, battle for it right on the sideline. He keeps it alive for the Condors, and Grant sends it up the sideline. That one going to be taken in and halted by Browlett. Browlett streaking up, it looks to be unchecked, but Conestoga gets it back. Lesic. Now Conestoga trying to mount an attack, racing up, and that one is going to be cleared out of bounds just before Jurosevic can get there. Going to be a throw in for the Condors momentarily as we await to see how many minutes have been added.
A minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
5 minutes of added time here in this match. It's a lot of time for various things to happen. See what plays out. That one kept alive for the Condors. That cross into the feet of Grant. He still has it. Now it is cleared up. And now here come the Falcons. As Grant looked like he had a good look. Nonetheless, it will not be heading towards the net. And a player down for the Condors. You're really seeing these players go at it late in this match in extra time. A slide tackle missed there as that one sent up the line. And a couple players collide, and there is a whistle as Lesic got in on that play going for a slide tackle. That one's sent over to Singh, who tries to send it up. And Romano, no, that's going to be D'Souza getting a piece of that one. And sending it deep. Grant will clear it on up. And a player, once again, falls victim to the condensation on the pitch. As there was a little slip up, he's no worse for it, back up. And looking to go cross field, and it will reach. Diaz now has a big strike as that one sails into the netting. Diaz, the Kitchener native. As that one hit off his foot, Kohar coming to play it. And nobody there for that pass. But it will go all the way to Joe Physic, who has a big strike, sending it on up. And coming in after it, there is Jurosevic. It's going to be Grant taking it in off a hop. And setting that one on over. And now Lesic going to box out that one going in towards the corner. I don't believe it'll be a corner kick quite yet. I believe it's just going to be a throw-in. That one thrown in, and Grant back with it. There looks to be a takedown. No call to be had. Quickly back up. Conestoga has to get back on the defensive side of the ball. That one up and sent and taken in off the chest. Conestoga looking to mount an attack. They've got it right back. That's going to be Lesic. Lesic with a big strike as that one sails up and over the net. Good looking strike late in the match. Goal kick, that one's sent up. Time dwindling here in extra time as the Falcons set out. That one taken in by D'Souza. He's going to give it back over to Joe Physic, who sends it well, heading towards the stands, and it will bounce out of play. Quick throw in now for the Falcons as they get it back. And that one going to be sent away by Diaz. And now giving chase is going to be number 7. That's Bawa. As Conestoga looking to hold on. Is that one taken? And Joe Physic going to call for it. And he will pick it up. A little bit of pressure coming from one of the strikers for Fanshawe as he throws that one away. Diaz has the line. He finds Mateo Grant. Grant's got some space to run. Now that space closing, he goes for a cross. As that one going to be taken away, sent right up the gut. Here comes Fanshawe. And a lot of pressure coming from the Condors. See how this one plays out. And now the Conestoga going back into more of a defensive posture. Mateo Grant coming out. That one missed. Fotadias coming out. It's going to be a free kick here for the Falcons. And Doria set to take it. Players filing in. As you can see, De Silva well out of his net at midfield as they look for the equalizer. And the ref saw something that he didn't like, so he's going to have a quick conversation as we wait for the kick. That one up, looking good. Battle for it. Sent up and wide. And that will do it. Conestoga holds on to win by a score of 2-1 off the second half goal from Evan Antolsik. I'm here with Gregor McEwen. Gregor, that was a big game. It was a back and forth first half. How big was that first goal that was scored that allowed you to swing some momentum?
Yeah, it was really good. Helped us get back into the game after it was tough, 50-50 both ways, but it got us a foothold in the game and helped us get under control.
And then that was a very hard-fought game, as we mentioned, very back and forth. You saw a lot of up and down the whole time. You have Sheridan up next. How do you have to get ready for that one?
I think we just prepare the same as we have. We know we're a very good team and we can beat anyone in this league when we play our game. So just try and play our game, keep the ball, and hopefully get 3 points.
Perfect, Gregor. Thank you very much. Go enjoy your win.
Thank you very much.
That does it for us here from the Fountain Street Soccer Complex. What a win for the Condors. Back and forth, never giving up. That late marker was the difference maker. Conestoga wins this one by a score of 2-1. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the match. From all of us here at the Fountain Street Complex, I'm Aiden Shumkuski, and we will see you next time.
This is more than a recreation facility. This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build lasting friendships in a supportive community. This is where you'll feel empowered and inspired to develop lifelong skills for personal and professional achievement. At the Student Recreation Center, we are a community of over 25,000 Condors striving to soar in state-of-the-art facilities. We foster an environment where determination meets opportunity.
We're here to motivate, driving growth, and providing leadership on your journey to a healthier, happier you.
We're a diverse community, fueling our passion with each rep, each sweat drop, and each moment of personal growth.
We are constantly challenging ourselves, pushing our boundaries, and celebrating every personal achievement along the way.
We are the pulse of friendly competition in pursuit of victory and camaraderie through sports and friendship.
We are fierce competitors, where diversity strengthens our bond and enhancing our skills on and off the pitch.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are fueled by determination, teamwork,
And the thrill of victory on and off the field.
We
are Condors!
This is your opportunity to explore our dynamic programming and find the physical activities that ignite your passion. Visit the Student Recreation Center today to join the community of Condors striving to soar on campus.